Okay, let's go. Hi, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. I hope you're doing well. And it's time for the weekly track roundup. My thoughts, my opinions on a bunch of brand new songs and singles that have come out over the past week. Let's do it. Let's go. Down there, you can find all the songs that we're going to talk about in this video, along with our Turntable Lab link. We get kickback from it if you buy some turntable stuff, vinyl records, what have you. Our Patreon page is also down below if you want to get some awesome bonus monthly content in the process of supporting us. We also have a Discord community over there as well that you get access to. Check it out. And GFuel, promo code Needle Drop. Get a percentage off your order. I mess with that hydration formula. That's what I'm on. So check that out. And yeah, appreciate GFuel rocking with us and supporting the Needle Drop. All right, the worst tracks of the week, they are as follows. We have a few. We have a couple, starting with Ba-Boom, this new one from Lil Uzi Vert, Demon High. I kind of appreciate the emo trap angle of it. It is quite melodic, but the vocal performance is off. The beat's not that good. I feel like the execution is just not really there, even if, I do feel like this is kind of a throwback to, almost like that classic kind of Juice inspired sound, So, check it out. You might dig it more than me, but I'm not too crazy about it. We have this new one over here from Meduza, who's teaming up with Hozier on the track. Not a huge rock and folk number. It's more of an EDM-inspired cut where it's pretty formulaic along those lines, in my opinion. Nothing too crazy, nothing too special. Macklemore next year with this very out-of-touch new song about how next year is just going to be so much more amazing than this year was. I'm fingers crossed that that's the case, but I'm not really seeing it. And it just, feels like it's a little tone deaf to be so excited for next year, as if the world's all of a sudden going to be great in the next 2 months. Yeah, no thank you, Mac. All right, we have the Harder They Fall soundtrack. We're getting some songs out from it. We have one on it from JAYZ and Kid Cudi. It's been a while since they've teamed up. But this Guns Go Bang track does leave a lot to be desired. I like Kid Cudi's intro on the track. That's good. The beat starts off not too bad, but then once JAYZ comes in, all these cartoony gun sound effects are going off. Then the Kid Cudi transition into the ending is really awkward, and the final moments of the track are really nothing to write home about. It's kind of a mess, and a lot of it just falls apart when you have those cartoony ass gun sounds drowning out the JAYZ verse. It's kind of ridiculous. All right, and French Montana, I don't really care. What does French Montana not really care about? How much this song sounds like Big Sean's I Don't Fuck With You, apparently. It's kind of whatever. All right, and ASAP Ferg, unfortunately, has this Green Juice track out with Pharrell that's a bit of a mess. Beat is off, Pharrell feature super buried and doesn't really bring a strong hook or anything. Begins okay, but just goes nowhere fast, and yeah, it's unfortunate. All right, and Bobby Shmurda, Cartier lens. Come on, man, we got to give Bobby better beats. Bobby must get better beats. Can we give Bobby better beats? And the flows kind of seem like, recycled from a previous song like Bobby Bitch or something like that. This one was kind of stale on impact. All right, meh. Let's move on to the tracks that I wasn't super crazy about, but still wanted to point out. We have a new one from Spoon. It's a straightforward rocker. We were listening to it on stream. A lot of people kind of compared it to the I'm not even going to say, because I think that's an off comparison. It has a bit of a ZZ Top vibe. And I like that about it. Do I think it's one of their best songs ever? No, but I think that style of music kind of rings through true on this song quite well. So I mess with it a little bit at least. All right, we have a new one from a Snail Mail. Madonna is the title of this track. Another somewhat slow burner in the build up to this new record. I think it's okay. I'm hoping it's a song that kind of grows on me when I listen to the entire record. By the way, the Spoon song is titled The Hardest Cut. But again, that's down below with everything else. We have Sematary, brand new mixtape out. The song I want to point to you guys is Rituals. But this song, like many others on this tape, I feel like it has the basic elements of what I would expect from a Sematary song. But like the hooks aren't as snappy, some of the lyrics aren't as outlandish, and like the distortion isn't as bone crushing. You know, like. I don't know. I feel like it's slightly more listenable than a lot of the stuff from Rainbow Bridge 3, but even at the state that it's at now, I feel like most people aren't going to find Sematary sound, even the basic elements of it, very listenable anyway, as it sounds like such a warped Chief Keef thing. I don't know. I kind of mess with it, but I still do like Rainbow Bridge 3 so much more, including this track over here. Next, we have Kylie Minogue teaming up with Jessie Ware on a wonderful little disco track, Kiss of Life. I mean, I think it's a little, you know, maybe a little generic, as I thought some tracks were on her recent disco record, but it's still cool to hear these two team up for sure. And it's got some, you know, beautiful instrumentation and everything. Give it a shot. All right, we have Flo Milli, Ice Baby. It's got a decent flow, but it's a little generic for her. Not as bold and as outlandish as a lot of her, most popular songs, especially on the TikTok side, have been. I thought this one, again, was listenable, but fell a little flat in terms of like the color and personality. We have Imagine Dragons teaming up with JID for League of Legends, and I don't know. I don't think it's too bad. You know, I don't think it's too bad. The mix is more listenable than a lot of the stuff on Origins. Some of the Imagine Dragons vocal licks are okay, and the JID feature is fine. It's not as awful as I thought it was going to be. Appropriate crossover, I'll say that. All right, and we have Aminé coming through with Charmander over here, which is kind of a fusion of hip-hop and dance music. It's kind of cool. It's got a quirky beat. I just wish his verses stood out a bit more and that the song was longer. You know, I wish there was a bit more depth to it all around, but it sounds like he's experimenting, so, you know, I respect it. All right, best tracks of the week. We have a few. We have a couple, starting with, we have YG over here with the song Sign Language. It's a bit of a G-Funk banger. Give it a listen. It's very fun. It's very tasteful. YG sounds good on it. Song kind of sounds as good as a lot of tracks off of Still Brazy. Give it a shot. All right, we have TiaCorine over here, Luigi, featuring Kenny Beats. It's a very strange little banger with some colorful production and, some fun bars here and there. I like it. It's got a bit of an eclectic edge to it, you know. Give it a shot. All right, we have Baby Tate, who apparently has dropped the young Pedi. This is hilarious. I love the bars on this one. I love, Pedi as in Manny Pedi, but then being Pedi, the wordplay, the humor. It's just a really sharp cut all around. I'm digging it. I think she's doing some good stuff here. And, it's got a bit of a throwback Salt and Pepper, Missy Elliott kind of flavor to it as well, stylistically, which I also really like, and I think she does well. Give it a shot. It's a very fun track. All right, and we have Shygirl over here, Cleo. Brand new track. Not as out there as a lot of Shygirl's singles have been. Some of my favorite singles in the past. This one is more of a straightforward, kind of sensual, dark, bit of a nocturnal dance cut, but it's still really cool. Give it a listen. All right, and we have A$AP Rocky, who has come through with this new, reissued, finally placed on the streaming version of his classic Live Love A$AP mixtape. We have a final, bonus track on the record, Sandman, which kind of recaptures that classic sound from the cloud rap era, early, 2010s cloud rap era. Has some decent singing vocals on it, some lyrics that are in tribute to Yams. It's a good track all around. And I feel like it's a wonderful way to end the tape, not in this new iteration of it anyway. All right, we have Bibia Sound Machine, Electricity. The band going in a bit more of an electronic direction, still kind of keeping those, like Afro-funk vibes, but bringing more synths and bringing more sequenced beats and stuff into the equation. And I think it's mostly working. It's interesting to see the band try something a little new on this one. They've been flirting with something that's a bit more synthetic in the past, and I feel like they're, finally jumping into that a little bit more strongly on this track. And we have Beach Bunny over here with this single art gets me every freaking time I see it. This is quite the single art. But Beach Bunny Oxygen, it's a straightforward rocker with some driving guitars, a little bit of pop punk, a little bit of emo mixed in there as well. It's a good vibe. And yeah, just cool to see Beach Bunny still going at it with a new track. And that's been the weekly track roundup, everybody. Those are the weekly tracks. Hopefully you got some good recommendations out of this video. Remember, again, they're all linked down below along with our sponsors. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, the next review. Anthony Fantano, weekly tracks forever.